TPG process. TPG process, it's an initiative that NAREP has started. This initiative, it's about creating employment, entrepreneurship, and indeed making the government to grow its tax base. You understand? Now, this initiative has been birthed looking at the current political situation that we have in Zambia. One major problem that we're having is that the two political parties, the Patriotic Front and the UPND, they are concentrating on fighting each other at the expense of bringing development to the Zambian people. Zambian people, they are undergoing a lot of difficulties. And the people that are supposed to save them, that have got the numbers in parliament, they're not focusing on how they can make a life of an ordinary Zambian easy. What is happening is that they are busy focusing how do we shut down our colleagues, how do we arrest that one, how do we defend ourselves. Those are the focus right now. So they say when two elephants fight, what suffers is the grass. You get what I'm saying? And in this case, the grass is the Zambian people. So now, people are now beginning to wonder, where are we going? Trade, business, and the other essentials. People cannot trade because we hear some markets are being bent down. So you can have a small business in a market. You wake up tomorrow that market has been bent down. So tomorrow you'll be afraid to go and trade in that market. You understand? You can wake up tomorrow and want to go and get your driver's license or your passport at a government building. You only hear that that government building has been burned down. You understand? So now people are beginning to like, wow, to live in fear. What's the way forward? That's where another initiative calling TPG comes in. This TPG, we are calling it 20% generation. 20% generation. We are, anywhere I go, even in Denmark, I believe, the government is the biggest buyer, isn't it? Of goods and services. Am I right? Anywhere you go in the world, the government is the biggest buyer. Yeah. So is the case here. You pay quite a good number of high taxes, and you get quite a good number of services from government, isn't it? So meaning the money that you pay in form of taxes, a good number of it is used to pay hospital bills, to improve schools, to do all sorts of things, isn't it? So you find that the government is the biggest buyer in Denmark. So even in Zambia and world over, the government is always the biggest buyer. What we are telling the government is that out of that total expenditure for the year that you have, that budget for the year that you have, 20% of that budget, let it be given to this group which you're calling the 20% generation, the 20% generation. This group, it consists of women and the youth, the most vulnerable groupings. We give them contracts. And these contracts in Zambia is costing about 16 billion, over 16 billion contracts. So in short, this TPG is a program which are telling the government that it's time to invest in your people. What are we talking about here? If the government wants to buy 100 drinks, these drinks, 100 of them, 20 of them must be supplied by the TPG group. The 100 they can get them, I mean the 80 they can get them wherever they want to get. If the government is constructing a road of 100 meters, 20 meters is supposed to be supplied by these, constructed by these people. You understand the point there? If the government has got a project to remove garbage in this particular area of town of Copenhagen, 20% of that project money is supposed to be given to people like you and me to go and work there so that we can make money for ourselves to enable us to pay to take our children to school. You understand? So which government can refuse to invest in its own people? And we are telling them that take this message, Zambians, take it to your members of parliament, take it to your MPs, take it to the president. If they refuse, 2021 is just around the corner. Don't vote for them because they are refusing to invest in you. So when you see at this plan, this TPG platform here, we want to engage the NGOs, the civil societies, the churches, all other stakeholders to come on board to offer training because these people, these small, medium entrepreneurs, they need training, they need guidance. So we're telling them that we want the churches, these independent groups that can actually be trusted with, to some extent, to be conducting this selection kind of system. What is happening right now, all the government contracts, like I gave you an example earlier on, that they have been only awarded to people that belong to the ruling party as cadres. You get what I'm saying? Now we're saying you cannot have the whole entire 100%. Let 20% be given to the poor people. In Zambia or in Africa, you see that there are women that sit alongside the road breaking stones that are used in construction of houses and indeed construction of roads. So if the government is building a road, you get what I'm saying? 20% of the stones, they're supposed to go and tie to that woman who's seated just next to the road, who's breaking those stones. If the government is building up this building as a hospital, you get what I'm saying? It has got 100 door frames. 20 of the door frames, they're supposed to be taken from the local people. In Zambia, we've got people like from Kalingalinga, people from Garden Compound. They are skilled people that are making door frames, that are making gates, that are also making window frames, and doing all those other metal fabrication works. Yes, you can come. Yeah, you can come. You can.
Do you really think like this is the main problem? Isn't it? You know, even if you give